Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frost of Glass, and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages, not Jack Gunsky.
I'm dying, Horatio!
Oh, shut the hell up!
The man has no instincts, just stinks.
Just stinks.
Anyone who gets that reference gets a point. All right, Moonshock.
You done messed up, Ron?
What's that from?
Key and Peele.
Key and Peele.
Oh.
That's the substitute teacher from
Yeah.
Inner City. Funny. It's probably the funniest two skits that they do.
Terry Diamantis.
Yeah, it probably is.
Hello.
And this week's special guest, Thierry Alexander.
Boo.
Balake! Is Balake here?
Present. No, he goes, does he mean Blake?
It's pronounced Blake.
And be warned that Jack is dying, so he might not rant as much.
Yes. Jack has a
Don't worry. We'll
Jack's
pick
got
him
a
off.
Jack's got a cock in his throat of the streptocock kind.
Yeah.
I had to step away for about 10 seconds, and apparently in that 10 seconds, I missed something pertaining to me.
Yeah, you've got a cock in your throat.
Jack loves
Yeah.
the cock.
He loves cock.
All right. Well, why don't we start with our first article?
No,
Oh,
do we
God.
have to?
So,
Can we just
yes.
do sad libs all night?
Well, you could keep talking about cock. I don't know.
Oh well.
Hey, everyone, let's talk about cock.
When it comes to the cock, you have to be able to pull out all of the feathers correctly.
When it comes to penis,
You gotta pull that out correctly, too.
Cradle the balls and work the shaft.
you gotta just whip it out. Just bam.
You know, the thing is, when in doubt, just whip it out.
There you go.
All right. So, our first article. I'm okay when black folks say axe.
What?
I'm not.
C.J. Sterling. Let's see what this dumb bitch looks like.
I mean, I think it's fine if they're talking about an axe. Like,
Yeah.
did you hear about that axe murderer? I think they should use the word axe.
You mean an ask murderer?
No. That's
it's an axe.
that's the disease that's like autism. The
Oh wait, would black people call the would black people call the
have
Riddler an axe
dyslexia.
murderer?
Sorry.
What?
It's so funny. I'm still laughing. Oh.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine tonight where I was talking about some
Oh.
reviews online about a popular bar in Athens, Georgia, the 1785 Bar and Grill, where the review was written by a young black woman, which accuses
Picture in
this
chat.
bar of racism.
Picture in chat, but what? Why isn't it giving a link? It's not turning it into a link anymore. She is on the cuter side, but it's like, why the fuck are you writing for medium?
yeah.
I don't know. She hasn't found a sugar daddy yet.
Because she's a leftist.
It was
What if
one
you're
of
a left-handed? What if you're a left-handed Republican? Does that make you central? Centered? Nothing.
A centrist, yes, it does.
It was one of several reviews on Yelp, Google, and other online review sites that also accused the bar of racist practices and not allowing black patrons inside.
Okay,
So
you're no
what's the name
longer.
of this place again? I need to go there.
Yes, we must go there.
I do too.
So, okay. So obviously they let black people inside, but what is the reason that this person thinks that black people are disproportionately affected?
And before we even get to that paragraph,
Because they're black.
Why the fuck is every word capitalized?
I don't know.
That is so annoying.
They say the owner.
Is axe to doubt. I like that.
They say the owner of this club only allows whites only in his club, which I think
Only?
it's racism because I got in one time. Then when me and my friends try to go back a couple of times, they always say students only, and most of them are not students. They be also judging others
So
about
hold
their
on.
outfits.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that they had a special nights only type deal?
Possibly.
I think we need to get that
they were
Barbara
only
Billingsley in
allowing
here.
students.
We need to get Barbara Billingsley in here to translate that paragraph because that is so very, very close to jive.
I think that the point to get from this is that people like this author have called foul so many goddamn times that we just flat out don't believe it when we hear it anymore. We will immediately just say,
Yeah, that's
you're
pretty
full
much
of
true.
crap. You're full of crap. There's no way you're right. This would have gone to court ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
If that actually was true. You're just full of shit.
Yeah.
But
And
Jack,
they are.
But Jack, they be also judging others about their outfits. You should never judge or disrespect others. This club is not
Here.
right.
Here, as the only black man
Yeah.
on the panel, can you tell me why black people say act instead of act? Is it so difficult to say?
Would you say?
Exactly. I said.
What did you say?
I said. As a black man, can you explain to us why they say ax instead of ask?
Well, see, the problem is that they're retarded, and because they have small brains, they don't understand that ask and ax are two different words. When I ask you a question, I don't want to know about the axe in your hand.
It's
see,
just a different
you know.
culture, okay?
Well, see, you ask questions. You chop up bodies with an axe.
Exactly. And please put down that axe Moonshock. I don't want to die.
I mean, this is one of those things that I'm a little bit more forgiving about because this could be theoretically attributed to dialect. I mean,
Oh yeah.
up in
True.
New England, for example, people don't say idea; they say idea.
Yeah.
No,
I've
only
heard
retarded
that.
people
Well-
say idea.
Well, you've heard Baltimoreese, right?
What?
If I say the words earn, and earn, it's
Oh yeah.
to you, it's all one word. But I've said something completely fucking different.
Yeah, I've
Baltimoreese.
seen that video of Baltimore people trying to say the
And it's
sentence.
fucking true.
Trying to say the sentence Aaron earned and iron earn, but they say it like
No.
Well, the same can also be like with Wisconsin. They a lot of times you hear Wisconsin when they're trying to say Wisconsin, like CON is pronounced can.
No, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Or I heard someone pronounce Washington.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Washington.
That's my parents always
Washington.
said wash. When they say wash, it's like wash.
Oh, I got an even better one for you. All right, so the word is Bel Air Road. The locals per se Blair Road,
Eh,
and these are locals.
How do you feel about that?
It's fucked up. I don't know. I was lost.
This club is not right at all. This the only club always have problems with blacks. Downtown is supposed to be about everyone have a good time.
The fuck?
This was written by Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Uh-huh.
Clearly.
Because Dennis is a bastard man.
My friend had a lot to say about the grammar, punctuation, and language.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
We got
It
into
is.
it. We got into it about black speech patterns. For instance,
Lowercase.
when black folks say axe instead of ask. I got okay with axe watching the January 6 hearings, where Trump supporters invaded the Capitol to try to overturn the 2020 elections.
Wait a minute. Pause. Pause. Please, someone give me some breadcrumbs because I'm fucking lost. How did we go from being in the club to January 6th. I'm trying to follow the lines here. I'm holding up the pencil board, and it's not fucking connecting.
The way you said that, going to the club, like in the second one where they're talking about clubs, you said it just like that. Like, ain't none of y'all.
Well, that's what she said. She was talking about the club.
Yeah. And then he goes like, ain't none of y'all old enough to go to the damn club.
And the chairman of the January 6th congressional hearings, Mississippi Representative Benny Thompson, saying axe instead of ask. I'm sure
it's Mississippi. It's the South. They're gonna say it a lot more down.
No, it's a black thing.
I'm surprised Benny Thompson can speak, let alone these big words like
I've
ass.
heard white people say it that way. So it's like,
Shit.
who gives a shit?
They're not allowed to.
Oh my god. Well, when they say axe instead of ask, now that's cultural appropriation too?
Yes.
Whatever.
I am sure Representative Thompson, who has served as representative in the U.S. House since 1993, that's 15 terms.
Wow, she can math. Oh my god.
Could have.
Wow, she must be Asian. Because can't no white woman do math like that.
I know, with that Common Core shit, that's like how many of those little boxes you got to fill in and shade out and cross out and connect the dots. Yeah.
She's clearly Asian.
Could have modified his speech to pronounce axe as ask long ago.
Oh, God.
You can hear his opening remarks at the January 6 hearings here.
Don't care.
But he chose not to.
Can I just say all thoughts of intellectual discourse just go out the window when you mention January 6th. If you mention January 6th in your Medium article, you can just be totally written off as completely mentally retarded, sub-zero IQ, idiotic.
Gunsky.
I have no.
They're writing for Medium. Anyone writing for Medium could be just dismissed as retarded.
You already lose like 50 IQ points when you put an article on this place.
Not true. I call to your attention the Bergen County Congress.
Yeah.
And,
well, there's always the one exception.
And I will defend with my life pregnant Goku.
God.
Okay, all right. This is what I'm going to say about Cat Congress. The woman writing that isn't crazy, isn't retarded. She's fucking crazy. She's
a nutcase.
If the Cat Congress governed my state, it would be an improvement.
I agree.
This article is an unhappy accident with an AX.
Let's see. Since 2011, Thompson has been the only Democrat in Mississippi's congressional delegation. His district includes most of Jackson and is the only majority black district in the state, even though the black population is over 37% of Mississippi overall.
Yeah, but if you probably take a look at the demographics as it pertains to the inner cities, you'll find that most of the black population are in your big cities. Case in point, Jackson, which is the capital of Mississippi. You know, look at the big cities. What's the vast majority of the minority population going to be? You know, so don't give me this bullshit of, oh, just because there are a larger percentage of the population, that doesn't mean that the entire state is going to vote Democrat just because. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
The
problem with these leftists is they believe that everyone should vote Democrat because that's the moral and right thing to do.
The problem with democracy is that if this was a true democracy, then only 2 states would determine the presidency every time. Every time.
Well, not even 2 states, just all the major cities.
Well, yeah, in essence, one state.
Electoral college is racist.
Yeah, no shit. It needs to be eliminated. Mm-hmm.
No, electoral college doesn't need to be eliminated. It should be strengthened. It should be the only standard that matters.
I'm being completely facetious. I'm more than anything, I'm quoting my mother, because after Trump won, she's like, "Oh, we need to get rid of the electoral college," and then after Biden won, she's like, "Oh yeah, electoral college is okay."
Yeah.
What blows my mind is this. The arguments in defense of the Electoral College have been around for ages, and no one on the left has ever responded to them, ever. They just totally ignore it every time.
I defeated an argument about the electoral college by using simple logic. All I did was ask a friend of mine who wants to get rid of it, are our priorities the same?
I'm sorry you
And he
asked.
goes, what did Yes, I asked. Sorry, my ask. I asked him if our priorities are the same. He goes, what do you mean? Like you take care of your mother. Like you gotta get your mother up in the day and make sure she's fine. Me, on the other hand, I have no one but my cat. Are our priorities the same? Goes, no. So the stuff I need is different from what you need, right? Yes. Okay. Electoral college. We don't need the same shit. And I should have a say in everything because just because I don't fucking have a mother to take care of doesn't mean I don't have other priorities I need done with. You know? Very simple, very basic. Defeated his argument. He was still pissed. The author really chopped down on her intelligence.
Even
Please
Son
stop.
agrees that my mother is a pain in the axe.
She's getting the axe. Hi, son.
Oh dear. Here we
Hi,
go.
son.
What do you need?
Hi,
What do you need
son.
to do to address the leftists is remind them of Trump. If they say the government should do this, they say, so you want Trump to have this authority if he gets reelected? But
Yep.
suddenly, no, I don't. Well,
Yep.
why would you give it to the government then?
Leftists have absolutely no foresight.
No.
No,
they don't.
they have foresight. It's just that they deal with problems as they arise because all you have to do is be willing to be a hypocrite.
What? Okay.
If you have no problem with being a piece of shit hypocrite, then you then you can pretty much get away with anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Terry. Hi, Frosted.
And
Nice.
unit 731.
Someday we'll get Sun out of that well.
Someday. But today is not that day.
Under Chairman Thompson's leadership, the bipartisan committee conducted.
She likes the well, apparently. I didn't throw her down there, by the way.
She gets all the skin lotion she
Yeah, you
can
did.
want.
Stop lying.
Come on.
Under Chairman Thompson's leadership, the bipartisan committee conducted a thorough investigation of the facts, circumstances, and causes of the January 6th attack, and worked to ensure nothing like that ever occurs again. Benny Thompson has a long history of serving the American public and his district, with accomplishments I have never come close to, nor have most people.
And that's why it's okay he says axe.
Yes.
I thought because it was black.
I was like my friend before these hearings. For white girls, grammar is a big deal in grade school. The English grammar is taught to us in grammar school to white folks. If your grammar is correct, you are not...
Wait. She mispronounced or she misspelled the word folks. It should be FOLX.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I want to know, did Frosty, did you or Dunsky or Moon, did y'all go to grammar school?
I went to elementary school.
Yeah.
I want to know what finishing school did you go to, Frosty?
And of course, the whites and the blacks have different classes to learn grammar.
Yes. There's Ebonics and then there's English. See.
There's Ebonics and then there's English. No, sorry. It's African American vernacular English. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it's Black American or just American. There's no fucking African bullshit in there. Just.
I agree. And it's not Black American. It's just American, my friend.
Exactly.
It's American.
Just. I mean, we're all Americans here, so it's like.
No,
you know,
no.
Okay, fine. You are
Don't
the.
give a damn about you.
You'll be an honorary American.
Dude.
I'm just reminded of 30 Rock when they combine Black and American to Black Americans.
Black
Hmm.
American. Or if you're a Black Mexican, are you black skin?
Or ablation. Are you ablation?
You're an ablation.
If your grammar is correct, you are not white trash. Even if you are poor and grew up in a poor school district. Our English teachers taught us that if your grammar is correct, you can fool people into believing you did not grow up poor.
Damn, Keeve. She says a Mexican black person is a spigger.
I think
Goddamn spiggers.
Or would it be a Nick?
Goddamn spiggers. So
it's like, damn.
if someone's is a spigger spigged. Yeah, Elon Musk is African American. I agree.
Yes,
he is
that
Wilberforce.
is true. That is true. One of Son's friends also came from South Africa, and she's a white chick, and she would also be considered an African American because she has dual citizenship.
Also, he's more African American than Kamala Harris.
She's more.
It's true.
Elon Musk is more African American than fucking Talcum X.
Oh yeah.
Well, Talcum X.
Rachel Dolezal and it was another bitch. I can't remember her name.
I mean, I'm blacker than Talcum X.
True.
Oh no, but he's got that.
Huh?
What a dumb fuck.
Yeah, the lady that played Miss Honey is African American. She is from South Africa. She is from an African nation. Yep.
Our English teachers taught us that if your grammar is correct, you can fool people into believing that you did not grow up poor, although they did not explicitly say it.
Wow.
But my friend and I disagreed, as we often do. I am now okay with axe because of Representative Benny Thompson. It should have happened long ago. It should have happened long ago for me, and I am not bragging.
So wait a minute, Rodney. So you're okay with it because a Democrat that did something you approved of used the word ass, and the right, being dicks and pedantic and nitpicky, hopped on it, and you saw the chance to take a dig at them.
I mean, did anyone hop on him?
This seems to me like this is one racist bitch. She really is.
So up into from her picture, I'm going to assume she's around at my age, 38, around that time, that age range. So that means for, we'll say 35 years, we'll say 20. Don't use ask, it's ask, not axe. And then Benny Thompson on the January 6th panel. Oh, it's okay now.
I just like the idea.
Permission.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it really
sounds like to me.
If someone says, this guy's stupid for saying axe, she'd be like, no, it's okay, he's black.
Yeah. It's like, here's your permission slip. Here, you can say it however you want.
It's okay to sound stupid if you're black.
I, as a white person, have declared that the word is no longer ask, it is axe. Therefore, the blacks and my infinite benevolence can use it.
Wait.
It's not blacks, it's blask.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it blask?
The poor POCs and the BIPIC people.
It's a BIPOC. Get it right, BIPOC.
Isn't he a rapper?
No, the word is BIPIC.
BIPOC. Well, I don't know. Tupac would be BIPOC, so yeah, I guess that would work.
Yeah.
I am ashamed. My friend, on the other hand, is not okay with it. She talked about how her parents and teachers taught her the importance of correct grammar.
Because it is important, you dumb bitch.
Who am I to correct?
It's important to communicate correctly so that there aren't any misunderstandings.
Yeah, and you sound stupid.
What do you mean misunderstandings? I understood everything he said. What the fuck is he talking about now?
Who am I to correct or assume to judge Benny Thompson or other black people or Latino people or any people who don't use English the way I was taught?
Well, it's true. You're not in a position to judge them because you're just as stupid.
You're just a stupid cunt. There, I said it for you, Gunsky. Don't. Thank you. You're welcome.
I say any and all who use axe instead of ask will be banned from all chicken joints.
There you go.
I like that one, Cannibal.
The opening remarks from Benny Thompson in the January 6 hearings read as follows.
Pass. Fast forward. Okay, done. Next.
It's not that long. Thanks to everyone watching tonight for sharing part of your evening to learn about the facts and causes of the events leading up to and including the violent attack on January 6, 2021, on our democracy, electoral system, and country. I am Benny Thompson, chairman of the January 6, 2021 committee. I was born, raised, and still live in Bolton, Mississippi, a town with a population
No one cares.
a town with a population of 521, which is midway between Jackson and Vicksburg, Mississippi. And the Mississippi
you know
River.
what? You know what? How about if you're gonna be stupid, can you at least have like part of it not be stupid? For example, you can have the world's most retarded takes on the planet, but maybe you can maintain focus throughout an article and not immediately divert to January 6th. That's just a thought.
But it was the worst attack in history. Oh my God! Why don't you see that?
you can be as retarded as you want, but just stay on one topic instead of just shoehorning all your emotional baggage into one article.
Now, saying Axe and January 6 are deeply intertwined.
Wait, shouldn't it be January 6th?
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. We have to.
You guys speak the native language of my people.
I am from a part of the country where people justified the actions of slavery, the Ku Klux Klan, and lynching.
Okay, let's bring him back then.
Sorry, the
Wait a minute. Pause.
But enough about Democrats.
Now, I'm not very intelligent. Hold on, I'm not very intelligent. I'm not a smart man now, but I do recall there being a certain party now that was the founding members of said Klan and the progenitors of Jim Crow. Now I can't remember. Can someone help me out with that? I can't remember which party that was.
That would be the party that isn't related to anything else ever. Oh my God, January 6th insurrection.
I could have sworn it was a Democratic institution. I can't. My brain is foggy.
There was a switch. The Democrats magically became Republicans, and the Republicans magically became Democrats.
Well,
the point is that the Democrats presently and have always known what's best for black people.
Yes.
Wasn't it South Park that said all you have to do is just say 9/11 and people will just like, oh yeah, yay!
No, that's Family Guy.
Oh, Family Guy. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it was
9/11.
I'm reminded of that dark history as I hear voices today try and justify the actions of the insurrectionists on January 6, 2021.
It was not an insurrection. Fucking stupid people. Learn the definition of that word, please.
Wow.
I think that they know. I think that they just don't care because they're trying to shoehorn it in once again.
Shit.
Wow,
That's
the only insurrection in the world that was going to take over places without weapons and
that's their new fucking Reichstag.
By walking in line and acting proper. Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing about it. It's their new fucking Reichstag. It really is. They're just like, oh my God, January 6th. Well, okay, what happened to an insurrection? They almost destroyed our nation. How? The vote still happened.
Wait a minute.
We all know it was fake. We all know that January 6th is a hoax. I don't understand why.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, Kunsky. January 6th was as worse as the attack on Pearl Harbor, if not worse.
It was 10 times worse.
It was the thing that gets me is they'll say January 6th was an insurrection, but declaring an autonomous zone that is no longer part of the United States, that wasn't.
No, that's
well, they're on the right side of history, Tari. Keep focused.
No, but see, that wasn't a government building. You see, government buildings are for some reason important within our government. I mean, I don't understand the point of why a building is somehow necessary to the function of government that spans across the entire country.
Yeah. So it's a good thing that the
No,
leftists
about potatoes.
never tried to attack or burn down, say, police stations, which are government
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not talk about
Yeah.
riots in Portland that happen every single night.
Or how about they would occupy?
Or let's not talk about the attack on the Supreme Court when Kavanaugh was being, confirmed.
Yeah.
Was that where they were like zombies pounding on the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't these protesters also occupy the Capitol at some point? Like the
Yes.
fucking, yeah.
The May 19th insurrection,
Yeah.
as
I don't
Tim Pool called it.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
just let him sit there, and they didn't do it. They didn't move to remove they did not move to remove these people. They just let him sit there. Like, oh yeah, they're fine.
I just don't understand how a building is supposed to be necessary for the function of government when theoretically you can carry out the government operations from pretty much anywhere in the country. And these buildings,
We don't have to even be in the country to carry out government operations nowadays.
these buildings are mostly for show these days. Any important government information is kept elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean you can run the government from Air Force One.
Hold on.
You don't need.
I want to say this really quickly. You remember, AOC was killed in January 6th. She died. They found her, and they hunted her down, and they killed her.
Oh,
Like
don't forget
3
she was
times.
raped. Yeah, she was raped a couple dozen times too. Yeah, and she was.
She
so
told me
afraid.
herself.
And then she told us January 7th how she died.
Yeah, she still has nightmares about dying too.
And she came back as AOC the White.
No, she came back as AOC the Stupid.
AOC the Blue.
Cut to the January 6 hearings about the invasion of our capital and the January 6 hearings. Okay. The one where Trump supporters tried to blame Black Lives Matter and Antifa.
No,
The
those would be
chairman
the
of-
Portland riots.
The
It's called
chairman of
Portland.
the chairman of the January 6 committee was Benny yes, you told us. The longest serving African American elected official in Mississippi.
Don't care.
There's a lot of qualifiers there.
No one cares.
With its long history
Bingo.
of racism and murders of black citizens.
Bullshit. Yeah, by the Democratic Party.
I was watching the Lotus Eaters the other day, and what's his Stelios pointed out that these things, they're just honorifics now.
They really are.
That's
Yeah.
all. The first black African American person to do this very particular job from this date forward, something.
Yeah. Just like, when
Look.
whenever they're announcing some movie or whatever, and it's like, this is the first, such and such person to direct one of these movies. Oh, so you're telling me it's gonna suck?
Yeah.
But I also like this thing.
Wait a
like,
minute, I got one better for you.
What, Terry?
If they keep up with the first whatever, they will start have to be reaching really deep. It won't be the first black woman. It'll be the first black woman from Ireland, or the first black woman with 3 hairs on her face that don't look very pleasing, or the first redheaded black woman from Ireland with 3 hairs and a mole. It's going to get ridiculous.
It already
Being first
has.
doesn't fucking matter anymore.
It already has.
It has.
Did you hear what Frosted just read?
Yeah. It's
Being the first anything no longer matters because it is such it's so tied to being identity politics. It really is. First black to go to this school here. Well, what does it fucking matter? The first black mayor of a town. Fuck does it matter?
what were you gonna say, Terry?
Oh, if tis quite finished. No, I was just going to say I think it's funny that there's been like 12 first gay Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
And no one fucking cares.
Uh,
Like,
in the beginning of the
I
January
don't care who's boffing Spider-Man. I just want fucking Spider-Man to fight shit.
In the beginning of the January 6 hearings, Benny Thompson stood as chairman and a signal as to what the insurrection was about. The attack that Donald Trump, with his history of racism and his support of both sides in Charlottesville, in history of blocking black applicants for renting and buying in New York.
This is just your emotional baggage. So just do us a favor, just lay it all out on the table right now. You are totally deranged. You are still hung up on news articles that came out 4 years ago and have been disproven about 1,000 times over, and you're retarded.
But Trump is mega Hitler.
Just tell us these things in advance, and then we can form our opinions accordingly.
See, and the deeper history of his father, Fred Trump, as a member of the Ku Klux Klan, encouraged and hoped would topple our democracy.
Wouldn't that have been grand?
In leading the January 6th
So
hearings.
I got a question. Just hold on really quick for this author. Does he have to bear the sins of his father? Like,
dude, we're still talking about fucking racism due to slavery, man. It's been over 200 fucking years.
Again, you don't.
Trump's great grandchildren will bear the black mark.
I don't think they should. Like, honestly, we don't think they should. But still, like, at some point, you have to let shit go. Slavery's been over for.
If they let shit go, then they lose power, because that's all this is. It's a power grab by a bunch of selfish little pricks.
It's been about 160 years for slavery.
It's selfish little pricks trying to get a scrap of power who aren't intelligent enough to come up with a cogent philosophy. And to that benefit, they're able to play to an audience of people who are even dumber than they are by pretty much making up whatever is most convenient to them on the spot. That is the entire basis of all of their philosophy. It's the entire basis of leftism in general. It's stupidity. It's stupidity layered on stupidity.
Agreed.
It's
just annoying, though.
In leading the January 6 hearings, Benny Thompson used the word axe instead of ask. It was during those hearings that I realized that despite my self-image as a progressive, as a non-racist, as a loving member of civil society, I still had prejudices.
Against white people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So in other words, he's a racist bitch. There you go.
Clearly.
I heard that word from Benny Thompson, axe. It bothered me. It bothered me during the first days of the hearings.
Racist bitch.
But after a while, watching the hearings with Benny Thompson opening each day, I started to love that word, axe.
Dumb bitch.
Let us cut to the chase with that axe. Benny Thompson showed himself as a patriotic American, one dedicated to saving democracy, one with a record of accomplishments to the service of America and the call to put our American house in order.
And then the next day he said axe, and I felt a peculiar tingling within me. And then I started fingering my asshole, and I started screaming, "Oh, Benny Johnson, please say axe one more time." That's what the author sounds to me like right now.
It's Benny Thompson. And also someone clipped Jack saying he fingered his asshole.
Clip. We'll get on it.
Can't we just put a sandwich board on this dumb bitch that just says, "We'll axe for food"?
I have a feeling that just anything Benny Thompson says, she will be okay with.
Yeah.
Because she's
Benny Thompson can talk about how he's going to rape her mother, and she would, "Oh, Benny Thompson, yes."
Yeah.
How does that mic taste here?
He is this chick's Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah.
Garrett, call me.
He led the January 6th
Too
Commission
late. Keep
with
it
a
high
calm
already.
with a calm leadership that made me realize that a word I thought was mispronounced was a word with a history. A history of black Americans who through generations came to love democracy and have a passionate will to fight for it.
You're
I
an
am okay
idiot.
with Axe.
Yeah, well, you're also a stupid fucking bitch who was a complete racist whore. So
That's a horrible way to talk about Sun. All she said was, "Hi, James Colley."
Yeah.
Why does
Yeah,
she
you
not-
leave Sun alone.
Why is there a tag of Trump on this article?
Because they talk about January
Because
6th.
hopefully he'll see it and he'll have an aneurysm
Okay, and
and die.
it's also way out of context to have a picture of an axe when she's talking about the word ask. This has fuck all to do with that particular tool. So she's taking this way out of context.
No, See, no, Moon. You gotta play 4D chess. She's using that as a symbol of tool, which she is. See,
So-
Well,
it
then she needs
works.
to go. Okay, go put Benny's dick right back in your mouth, bitch, and just go away. Just go away.
So basically the gist of this was I thought saying Axe was stupid, but then a guy who makes me wet said it, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yes.
much, yeah.
Yeah, Sun made cake today, so I cannot say anything bad about her.
Alright. Well, with the end of the first article comes the first game.
And in case you guys didn't know, her birthday was 2 days ago.
Happy belated
son.
birthday, son.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Don't give a fuck about Moon.
Ah, you dick.
Wait, you made her make her own birthday cake?
Oh no,
What
no,
a dick! You're a monster, Moon.
she doesn't like it when I bake cakes, so I'm basically banned from doing so.
Alright.
No, he's lying, son. It's okay. Next time we'll make him bake you a cake. Okay. We'll make him buy you a cake.
Whatever, I do what I want. See, even though she goes, yes, I do not want to make a cake for me at all. And hi, Keisha.
I just like the idea of Moon being like, "Happy birthday, honey. Make yourself a cake."
Just hand her the box and the frosting. It's like, here you go. Make your own cake.
he just hands her the stuff like, here, babe. You know what? For your birthday, you can make your own cake.
Well, I will say that I did take her to her favorite restaurant, and I also gave her a good dinner tonight too.
So in other words, you made other people cook her food instead of cooking it
Jesus
yourself. You're the
Christ.
fucking monster.
Ah,
What, Jack?
Dude,
take the
foot
microphone
away
out.
from the microphone.
Take
Dude,
the
it
mic out of your
tastes
mouth. No, that was Tear. Alright, let's see. So, and that is Sad Libs Double Prompt Edition, where I take 4 headlines from Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys have to fill in the words Mad Lib style, and the chat will vote on which one is best.
Oh, fucking hell.
Alright, so Jack, I need a person.
Oh shit. Sorry, I zonked out for a minute. Oh, what's Terry? What's the name?
What person are you trying to think of?
The
Stacey
fat
Abrams?
lady who thinks she's governor of Georgia. Stacey Abrams.
Stacey Abrams.
The one you always do.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Stacey Abrams ceases to be the
Chunky.
the most unfortunate person alive.
Chunky.
Alright. So, Moon, you're going with Chunky?
Fuck no, I'm saying gay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. That's not a bad word. Don't be using it.
Duh, it means happy.
Alright, Terry, I need an adjective.
Obnoxious.
You're fine, pretty girl. You're fine.
Alright, Tear, I need a person.
Joe Biden.
Woo.
Okay.
Chunky and Stacey Abrams prohibited for this game.
And let's see. Terry, give me a past tense transitive verb.
Molested.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Alright, Tear, give me a transitive verb.
Fornicate.
What?
Fornicate.
Why don't you just
I don't,
put fuck?
yeah, I don't think fornicate is transitive.
Or you can just
What the
do
fuck
like
is that
axe.
word?
Just do axe.
No, I'm not doing axe. Motherfuckers. Take this shit for y'all. What's the transitive verb, goddammit?
It's a verb. It's a verb that you do to something. Yeah, like push.
Fornicate.
No, that just means have sex. It's
Just say fuck, dude.
Fucked. All right, fucked. God damn it! You're trying to be.
That's past
trying to be
tense.
highbrow, trying to be classy, trying to be sophisticated and use big words, and then y'all be base.
all right. Let's see. Oh, Jack, you got another adjective.
Retarded.
He's learning. He's learnt a new word.
Yeah,
He bust out that thesaurus. I got him. Thank you.
Jack leveled up.
That's right. That's right. Retarded.
Let's see. And Moon, I need a person.
Barack Obama.
Ooh.
Or I could have said Michael
Sounds
Obama,
sexy.
but I don't know if that would have.
I was gonna say Michelle would probably be funnier.
Okay.
Mike
well,
Obama.
don't you mean Mike? Big Mike?
When he
So-
said Barack, I thought he said The Rock, and I was like,
Barack Obama, yes.
Barack. Maybe he is a secret Obama. We never know.
And yes, everybody, Jack has been fighting it
yeah,
on strep throat.
I'm currently recovering from strep. I feel better than I did a few days ago, but obviously, if I sound like I'm dying a little bit.
He had the caucus in his throat.
Yeah,
All right.
everyone was struggling to come up with a joke about strep throat before the show, and I came up with the cock reference because it's
He had a
streptococcus.
penis in his mouth.
That's the only
Yeah.
time you'll say that you don't want to hear or you don't want to have caucus in your throat is,
Yeah.
All right, you're on the table. What do you want?
All right. So Jack's is. It was a very pleasant conversation until Stacey Abrams molested Hitler.
wow.
Just having a nice conversation with Stacey Abrams and Hitler. All right, let's see. Moons. If you have black or gay kids, I need you to fuck some black friends.
God, I wish I would rape.
Terry's. Why is an obnoxious influencer into retarded black penises?
Oh.
That's not bad.
And Tears. Joe Biden was straight my whole life. Then Michelle Obama came along.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Give me a sec to start a polls. So check and vote on which is best.
Oh, I think it's a given. The last one guessed. Tier, you win, but only because I put Michelle Obama there.
Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there was very much that I could do with mine, or with not mine, with Terry's.
Apparently, you're not allowed to put sodomize in chat.
that doesn't surprise me, unfortunately.
Wow.
But Key found a way around it. She saw dumb eyes.
Yeah,
I don't even think chunky black penises would have worked.
no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that just sounds gross. Chunky black penises.
Ugh.
Like,
Maybe if you said engorged.
It's like I'm just imagining like a Campbell's soup can now with extra chunky black penis.
Oh.
I'm sure they got something like that in
Now we're chunky
Scotland.
black penises.
There's chunky black penis, and then there's extra chunky black penis.
Or how everything's
I
always
prefer my
fighting
black penis
real.
smooth.
Well, every
Look, I'm
can's
sorry,
like goes,
but-
now with real, such as like now with real black cocks.
And also, we have 35 viewers, but only 18 likes.
How dare you?
Which,
You know, I only like after the third game.
My screen says 2 likes, so I'm glad that it's wrong.
yeah, let's see. So, Tier's got a healthy lead with 67%.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes,
Jack and Terry are tied for second.
I feel dirty, but I did have to vote for Tier.
Oh,
Don't, Terry. You don't got to.
Terry, you voted for the BBC, didn't you?
The
Just let it wash over you.
CBC.
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
The Caucasian, the Caucasian black cop.
All right, well, I think I can end it there. So, Tier wins with 65%. Oh, 64%.
Yeah.
Nigged.
Did you say nigged?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
This game is nigged, everybody.
And I think Hate Kimmer makes a good point. He's only giving 60% of a like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the current.
Only get 3/5. Come on now.
You're only worth 60% of a vote.
All right. And now our second article. Free speech is dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, I think we should. I think we should make a.
Public. Okay.
What were you going to say, Terry?
I think we should make a stand by that and arrest her for this article.
Yeah. Cum liquor. Your free speech is dumb.
Is it?
It just reminds me of one of my favorite lines from Spaceballs. Evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
Good is dumb.
Let's see. The idea of free speech, free press, and protection for people exercising those things is a failure. It overestimated the level of responsibility and culpability of society at large. It was, like the Second Amendment, a good idea in 1776 before the Industrial Revolution, but is no longer.
He's definitely got pedo eyes, but he's got a woman, so it's like, okay, dude, whatever. Here, I'll give you the pick. 1 second.
And this is an AI-generated image. That's why it looks like he's summoning Cthulhu.
All right, there's our current writer, our author.
Yeah.
He's got a goober face, and that's not a pedo-looking face. I've never seen one.
Yeah, that's the kind of face that has to introduce itself when it moves into a neighborhood. Let's see. When the reach of a single person was limited, and nobody had amassed a fortune sufficient to deceive the entire world overnight and suppress dissenting views, freedom of speech was accountable to an individual. This was an essential element of the right, because every right must be accompanied by a responsibility to use it in a non-destructive way. Every man's right to swing his arms about ends at the top of the next man's nose, or something like that.
What?
In other words, your right ends where it hurts someone else.
Whatever, dude. Next.
Freedom of speech requires accountability, and accountability requires 3 things. First, it requires that speech be linked to the speaker. Second, it requires a media that will check and verify. Third, it requires that the public has a memory of longer than one news cycle. Modern society has taken down all of the safeguards, all of the accountability for those who weaponize free speech.
Well, good thing we have it then, huh? Because that means we're allowed to say whatever we want.
Yeah, I have semi-automatic assault speech.
Yeah, apparently.
I attach a bayonet to the end of my speech.
Yeah.
No, I attach a mini chainsaw. A mini chainsaw to the end of my speech.
No. I use a bump stock so I can speech even faster than I can pull the keyboard.
I think that's what Ben Shapiro does.
I think that's just called a stutter, Terry.
As fast as that motherfucker talks? No shit.
I was struck by an
Dr. Folks.
I was struck by an example I saw on Twitter today. Imagine if someone said falsely that a man had beaten and raped a young girl and then spread those rumors in the girl's community. Is this free speech for those free speech absolutists? What if that community is one that is armed and likely to engage in violence? That speech is protected in America today. No, I think there are slander laws. Yeah.
There
All
are.
right, so no,
Slan-
slander is written. Libel is written. Slander is spoken.
Yeah, slander's verbal. Yeah, the thing is that what he's discussing is a civil liability, and civil liability isn't the same as a free speech issue. Free speech is directly protects you from the government controlling what you say. The government isn't going to send you to jail, but you may receive a financial penalty.
That's.
If you can prove certain things.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now imagine that it wasn't a man that was accused, but a community of men, women, and children. And imagine that instead of community violence against
Kind of
an
like me
individual,
too.
it was warfare against a nation. This was what Russia did in Donbass. And many to this day repeat the lies of violence in Ukraine, even though it was committed by the Russian invaders themselves. Or instead of accusing someone of violence that never occurred, they impinge upon the character of a public servant to push a political agenda. As a result, millions of people fall ill or die because a disease, COVID, is allowed to spread and become a pandemic. Free speech is not a victimless crime.
Hold on, wait a minute, Frosted. Now, I do recall somebody saying if Trump's attached to the vaccine, they won't take it. And that being echoed throughout the ether by the NPCs. So at one point, y'all were going to spread the shit while everybody else was like, fuck away.
Now, the vaccine was always good.
No, but I just want to point out, when they say free speech is not a victimless crime, that is true because it's not a crime at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Donald Trump right now trying to make the case that lying on financial documents is free speech, and that everything is an opinion. That there is no objective
What financial
reality.
documents did he lie on?
He
Please
didn't.
name them.
Are you asking a Medium author for evidence here?
Yes, I am.
Usually when a Medium article
I know it's
provides a link,
redundant.
it's something that disproves what they say. And that everything is... okay. Could Enron and Madoff use the same excuse with their pyramid schemes? Or Musk with his Dogecoin?
No, they can't. All right,
Is it-
so I do believe she's talking, or this person is talking about the the civil case where he said he overvaluated his fucking property. But if, and now this is contingent on the bank that evaluated his property. If they said that the value of his property is what they said it is, how is he lying on documents?
Because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's Trump.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
That's...
I asked
We,
a stupid question.
Is this the world we want to live in? Because these are the cases that are playing out right now. We have seen that when free speech disadvantages an oligarch, it gets slapped down. Run a pyramid scheme and you risk the wrath of the courts. But justify a genocide and the world stands by and watches. Those that propagandize the Russian invasion are just as complicit as someone spreading false rumors that an innocent man raped a young girl. Just like Goebbels justifying the Holocaust, or Kissinger justifying the bombing of Cambodia, or any of a dozen of other atrocities. I don't think Goebbels justifying the Holocaust was the worst thing he did.
No, it says it right there.
No,
in the
I think
article.
Yeah, other than that, great guy.
Yeah.
There needs to be a mechanism to stop these people. Yes, I realize it will be
Hold on.
mis.
Wait a minute, Frosted. Hold on, sorry about this, but y'all remember Godwin's law? When you invoke the Nazis for anything, you instantly lose the argument.
Yeah.
That's not.
Like,
I mean, that's not technically what it is. It's the longer internet discussion goes on, the chance of someone mentioning the Nazis approaches one. So eventually, if it goes on long enough, someone will bring up the Nazis.
There needs to be a mechanism to stop these people. Yes, I realize it will be misused, but we are at a point where the costs of overprotected free speech outweigh the benefits. I don't think there should be limits, but there should be liability. Britain has libel laws that put restrictions on personal attacks, and there needs to be something like
we already
that. For...
have libel
We
laws.
have libel laws.
No, but they're not good enough.
But the point of our libel laws is you have to prove that what. All right, so
You
do
have
y'all
to prove
remember?
damages.
Do y'all remember the case of the guy that killed the two college girls in, I think, Ohio?
I don't know.
And how like it was this internet psychic who blamed it all on this professor. Started making up wild shit, just the most outlandish shit ever, and like made like TikTok video after TikTok video about this shit. She's being sued for slander. She went on the internet and kept saying, "Oh, this professor did it, or it was the professor." And I got proof, and I got evidence, and I got all this shit that just said it, you know. And she's being sued. That rightfully so. She has no evidence whatsoever, and she's making these claims that can't be justified. She's slandering this woman's reputation and harming her ability to work with her works. The system is fucking working. Like we have those laws.
Man.
You're just the office is just pissed that they don't work the way he wants them to work.
And also, I think, what was it, Terry who said earlier, that this just goes back to the whole, okay, if we have these laws and then Trump is in charge, do you want him regulating your speech?
Exactly.
There you go. Like you said, it's they don't think of the future, and it's a double-edged sword. The sword cut one way today, but it also cuts the other.
No, it'll always be the good people making the laws.
Right.
Yeah.
So I also stand by my claim. If this guy thinks free speech is has got to go, arrest him for this article.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
He's committing insurrection.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to say that. You just have to say it's speech. We don't like it. You have surrendered your freedom of speech, so we're arresting you.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same old shit as everybody else. They want all these rights gone, yet all of a sudden, when these rights are gone and these people find themselves behind bars because they said the wrong
Then
thing,
they will start arguing for a different standard because that's what they do. They argue as is convenient, and if they have the power to do so, they'll get away with it.
Yep.
But see, the problem is they don't realize that once you pull that first pin out, the entire tower collapses.
Yep.
Oh, they know. They just don't care.
That first little pin, that one little yoink, and everything comes apart, and it falls on us all, and they don't care because it's convenient for them now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we take away these things, I can get this person in charge, and he'll, because I like what he says and what he's doing. Yeah, but what happens when you're the out group? You know, what happens when now the person you don't agree with is using these things you created, these rules, these new laws that you allowed to pass because the person you didn't like could have gotten in, you know, but now you're in the out group. What now? Oh, well, these are wrong. These are so wrong. Yeah, but this is the shit you voted for. This is the shit you promoted. This is the shit you wanted. And now it's being used against you.
Well, can you imagine what would happen if they actually, just a second, Jack, If they got everything they wanted, they got all of everybody's rights taken away, and all of the people that they don't like have been squelched, gone, put away in jail, whatever. What would happen to these people if everybody had no rights to do anything and all they had left was themselves? They would start cannibalizing themselves very quickly.
Well,
what is this? The saying goes, they came from my neighbor. I stood there and did nothing. They came from my wife. I stood there and did nothing. Now they're coming for me, and there's no one left to protect me.
well, it's because these people they compare themselves to others, and that is the standard to which they hold themselves. They don't actually look at how good they have it in the aggregate, and as a result, it doesn't matter how good they have it. They will always be angry that somebody has it better.
Well, yeah, if they don't have anything to bitch about, they would have nothing.
Which is why it is literally impossible to please these people, because they are wired not to be pleased.
Yes.
Again, this shit, the knife, it cuts both ways. And once you get what you think you want, and you'll see.
Only happy when they're unhappy. Exactly.
And what's more, they live to cause problems. If there are no problems, then they will create problems, and this is the nature of these people. They're basically like sociopaths.
That's actually all people, though. Any human that has no problems at all in their life will manufacture problems.
Well, yes, but there's a certain extent to which we don't manufacture problems. A normal person with no problems might cause problems for themselves by going out and drinking or some shit like that, but what they won't do, a normal, well-adjusted person won't do, is go out into the streets and start duct taping themselves to a...
I'm just saying that any human that has no actual problems will manufacture them. And then, like, obviously you have to be a certain level of psychotic to take it as far as these people do, but the desire to create problems where none exist is very, very human. Everyone does it.
That's true.
Perhaps it would
That's
only
fucking
apply,
insane.
perhaps it would only apply to politicians. Normal citizens should be allowed to say what they want, but politicians, by accepting the mantle of elected or appointed office, should surrender that right.
No, your rights don't. Your rights. You don't lose your rights because you become a public official. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't understand why more politicians don't fucking cuss.
Public officials are there to represent their constituents. They're not there to represent themselves, but that's all you see anymore. Or they're representing their interests, the people that are lining their pockets. You know, when was the last time you actually heard like AOC speak for her district? She doesn't.
Honestly,
care.
I would rather a politician speak towards their own interests, because their own interests are at least human on a certain level. It's when they only speak for the interest of someone who's paid for them that they start doing all the creepy, awful shit, like starting wars and so on and so forth.
Well, yeah, and just okay. So she's supposedly from Brooklyn. Why the fuck is she at the border whining and crying, fakely, of course, about the immigrants? What the hell does somebody from Brooklyn have fuck all to do with the southern border?
Shit. Why isn't she there now? Like, why is she in her own district trying to get the immigration problem under wraps?
I don't know. I think it makes sense, because with all the immigrants that are being shipped to New York to teach them a lesson, I think they've got every right to start crying.
Yeah, no. AOC didn't like all those immigrants stuck at the border, so she just made it so that the immigrants came to her.
Yeah, now she can cry at home.
Yeah, let me correct you there. Illegal aliens.
Yes.
Let's see.
Fuck you.
If they, speaking in a public forum, intentionally and habitually lie, there needs to be consequences beyond losing their job. Losing their next election isn't enough anymore, because most of them will hit the real payday as non-working and grossly overpaid lobbyists. For private citizens, the liability needs to be not on the speaker, but on the amplifier. It doesn't matter if it's a newspaper, a blog, a TV channel, a social media site, or radio talk show. There needs to be liability for the medium which amplifies the messages of genocide.
Oh God.
Is that all anyone talks about is genocide?
Apparently so.
If channels are going to accuse Ukrainians or Israelis of genocide, they had better have some serious evidence to back it up, because by amplifying that message, they are culpable in the crime. Goebbels didn't kill anyone. He just justified it and amplified the voices of those that justified it.
I like how they tip their hand as to who they support in those particular conflicts.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Ukrainians or the Russians. It was the Ukrainians or the Israelis, which are the two teams that this author supports.
Yeah.
If Twitter is amplifying voices of neo-Nazis or TikTok is turning college students into the Hitler Youth for Palestine, then the Jewish citizens should have legal recourse against the platforms. If neo-Nazis want to shoot from a street corner, fine.
Whoa. They're fine with the neo-Nazis shooting people, but not talking on social media.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta draw a line somewhere.
That's worse.
You gotta draw a line somewhere. If neo-Nazis want to shoot from a street corner, fine. That's personal accountability. They can be punched in the face for that. For shooting?
Jesus Christ.
I think more than a punch is warranted. I mean, you guys seem to think that just them speaking warrants a punch, but, you know.
Well, no, but we've just established that speaking is a worse crime than shooting. So
Yes.
if all they're doing is shooting people, that's probably just like a slap in the face, maybe a punch in the jaw.
Yeah, it's even less if you shoot a Trump supporter.
Oh, yeah.
They can be
Yeah.
punched.
You get like a medal if you shoot a Trump supporter.
Pretty much.
They can be punched in the face for that, or blacklisted, lose their jobs for shooting people. But when TikTok and Twitter amplify their voices and do it for profit, then we need accountability at that level as well.
I'm tired of this guy already. Next article, please.
Yeah, I want to find out more. I want to find out more about who I'm allowed to shoot.
Yeah. I mean, if we have to give up some free speech, but we get to shoot people, I don't know. Does that even it
I
out?
don't know. That may be a good thing.
And my God, we need the media to be better at their jobs. I mean, that's true, but we need them to fact check. We need them to
their
stop.
version of fact checking, or our version of fact checking, or your
The
version
leftist version of fact checking, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We need them to stop printing polls entirely and stop hiding behind the word opinion for pieces based on fantasy. Pineapple on pizza is an opinion.
What?
Accusing Ukrainians of persecuting Russian speakers is an absurd lie.
Okay.
Okay.
How
Are
much?
you in Russia? Are you in Ukraine right now? Can you verify the fact that that's a lie?
I mean,
how much?
maybe he was, but he got pneumonia in a Ukrainian prison and is dead now.
Yeah.
How much we should tax the rich is an opinion. That the money doesn't trickle down is a fact.
No, it's not.
Oh, so this guy guzzles AOC's piss. Got it.
How vaccines should be required or administered is an opinion. That vaccines prevent disease is a fact. No, it isn't. I mean, Biden himself got COVID.
Wait a minute. If you can still get a disease after taking the vaccine, using air quotes, it's not a fucking vaccine.
Yeah,
No, they had to redefine the word just for this.
that is true.
So according to Joey Behar, it prevents you from dying now. See.
So, can I use my newfound shooting rights to get rid of Johnny and Moonshock for blasphemy against pizza?
It's not that bad.
Yes,
It's
it is.
worse.
It's delicious.
Incorrect.
No fruits or vegetables should be on pizza.
except tomato.
Hey,
No.
hey, wait a minute. Tomatoes.
What about fungus?
I'm talking about
I like
toppings.
peppers.
What about
I like
tomatoes?
peppers and onions.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no onions on
that?
pizza. No, 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 no.
No. See,
No.
this speech is no longer allowed.
There you go.
God.
I like the everything pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
It's-
See, Son is right. Pineapple only works on pizza if you have ham with it. Yes.
I'm not taking advice from someone down in a well. It's-
I want pizza now.
we need them to stop talking to non-politicians. What'd she say?
What did you just say? Darling, what did you say?
I said, fuck you.
Hi, son. We need them to stop talking to non-politicians that are consistently dishonest or wrong. And stop printing lies from politicians without correcting them on the spot. Trump lied that instead of Trump said or Trump claimed. We need better journalists. Freedom of speech needs updates in a world where one man can reach half the population of the planet in a matter of seconds. Where every human is now their own newspaper. Where AI can fake anything at all in no time at all. We are heading towards disaster, and we need to outline who is responsible.
Yeah, freaking. I almost said the F word, but not fuck.
What, fags?
Yes, I was about to say-
Peugeot, the French word.
Yes, the word for cigarettes.
No. Fags is cigarettes. Faggots is a bundle of sticks, and I think faggots is a better term.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, faggots like this guy. There we go.
Yeah, I was reading the first Lord of the Rings book, and I chuckled a little when they said they threw a faggot on the fire.
Didn't Family Guy?
I
do
didn't know the
something
game
like,
was in fucking Middle Earth.
Didn't Family Guy do some kind of a joke where they had to explain to Peter that that you can't say fag because it's a gay person or whatever? And he goes, "Somebody want to get the cigarette out of my way?"
I did like on South Park where Mr. Garrison is saying you have to be a fag to say fag, and then Jim, everyone's getting beeped when they say it except for Jimbo. It's like, hey, I should be able to say fag. It's like everyone just looks at him.
Classic.
Well, isn't that the same one where they were able to say the word shit too, or something like that?
Yes,
He's like,
yes.
Shitty, fag, shitty,
They-
fag, fag.
They said it like 150 times in the episode or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Can we say
Wasn't there a
shit?
counter?
No. Can we say shit? No. Well, what if we said it 150 times? All right. Well, with the end of the second article comes the second game, which is for the chat only, Jack.
Yeah,
And that
boobs.
is the
Best game ever.
And that's the caption contest, where I'll show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and whichever one we like best, well, I'll tweet out after the show. So,
And also, okay, real quick, they can't hardly wait when somebody goes fag, and the guy goes, "Somebody call me a fag."
all right. So this week we got Cenk on some news channel talking about Trump being kept off the ballot.
Wow, chunky yogurt. Look at that guy. What a
What-
stallion that guy is, huh?
Which is ironic
What a
because
buffalo.
he claims to be running for president, even though he's constitutionally not allowed to.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's running for president. I agree.
Well, technically,
I can stick
Barack
my
Obama.
fist up this horse this far.
You can get a good look at your butcher by sticking your head up a horse's ass or a cow's ass.
Remember, it's okay to pleasure an animal.
Ultimately, if you ask me, I say nay.
I have a feeling this one isn't going to generate much frosted.
Let's
Who
see.
cares?
Quick, where's Steve Irwin?
Quick, where's Steve Irwin?
I'm Cenk, and I'm the main event.
So far, Johnny's in the lead for me.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is he getting fatter?
I don't know.
He getting
He is.
fatter?
He's
If he gets any fatter than that, his fat's gonna spill onto the ballot.
Let's see. Don't need consent if the horse can't tell you're there.
I like that.
And Johnny corrected his to ultimately, if you ax me, I say nay.
There you go.
Bravo, Hellcat.
Well, no, because that's the same joke that Cenk made when he was advocating for horse rape. He said that the horse wouldn't say nay. So, so even Cenk made that joke.
Where's the donkey? Force pleasure.
And I wouldn't be
cannibalistic.
surprised if it is cannibalistic.
Eh. Let's see. I'm running for president because it's the only running that doesn't require cardio.
Okay, I like that.
And, yeah, I'll give it like 10 more seconds or so. Let's
Come
see.
on, people. I know. Dig deep. Dig deep.
Trump off the ballot. Burf. Is that like a fart noise or what?
No.
Trump's on the ballot.
Maybe it's an acronym. Maybe we need to figure out what it stands for.
Yeah. Let's see. And that's why fucking a horse stopped a
Second 9/11.
a second 9/11.
A second edition. A second edition.
I'm just trying to fuck the horse Trump rode in on.
I like that one.
That is funny.
All right. I think I'll cut it off there. So, what are you guys' favorites?
Rotten Corpse.
Rotten.
I like that one.
I mean, I'm going to go camel because I think I appreciate that it's a fat joke instead of the horse fucking joke, which like everyone made a horse fucking joke. So
Yeah.
I like that he
Doesn't
went
require-
somewhere different.
I'm gonna vote for hate camels too.
All right. So I guess I'm the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go with hate.
So remember, everyone will judge you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why not have both?
Just spin a wheel.
And then he votes for just a completely different one, so it's still tied.
Put them both up there.
I think I gotta go with rotten because it mentions Trump, which is in the Chiron.
That makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
It was close, but
Congratulations, Rodden.
It was close, but no, close, but no fag.
Close, but no chance in a horse race.
all right.
It's
So-
not that much.
Now for our third article, where we will get a correction to all of our misinformation.
Oh, goody.
Africans did not sell
Yay.
their own people.
Who did sell them? Pray tell.
And you know it's true
Wait a
because it
minute,
comes
wait a
from
minute,
the
Rob.
Pan-African lifestyle.
Oh,
Oh, well.
you'll get no picture from this one, so sorry. It's only a 3-minute read.
I
Let's
wish
turn a
I had a
3-minute read into
camera.
a 45-minute debate.
No, well,
Wait a
I
minute,
think
I wish I had a camera so you can see me with my head in my hands and going,
No, Moon. You don't need a picture of a specific person. Just a pan that is black, because obviously that means it came from Africa. Yeah, just a black pan is all the picture we need.
So a cast iron frying pan?
Wow,
Makes
Google
sense.
actually auto completes. It goes Pan-Africanism.
There you go.
With a profound sense of concern, we approach this delicate subject, recognizing the necessity and urgency of its discussion.
Oh, dear God.
Unfortunately, a prevalent misconception persists, rooted in indoctrination, that individuals of African descent were complicit in the sale of their own people into slavery.
They were.
Equally troubling is the misguided stance of some Westerners who advocate for reparations from Africa, overlooking the crucial contextual factors. It is imperative to
They
address
should
these.
get reparations from Africa.
It is imperative to address these misconceptions and omissions. Contrary
you know who
to
this person would fucking hate? Morgan Freeman, because he said, "I'm gonna stop calling you white man. You're gonna stop calling me a black man."
man, that's contrary to the
Go ahead. Nothing.
contrary to the distorted narrative. Africans did not willingly sell their own people into slavery. Oh, so now it's willingly.
Yes, they did.
Wait, pause. Hold on. The Dahomey, the woman king, the Dahomey, they made a fucking mint off of selling slaves. Now, I don't know where they got these slaves from. There weren't a lot of white people in Africa at the time. And then when those that were white, they came on boats. So what were they selling to the slavers? Other Africans.
Yeah, of different areas. I mean, they were like prisoners that they were selling as slaves.
No,
I'm-
As
they,
human capital.
If you could,
Shit, fucking
if
Mansa Moon made his fortune in the slave trade.
I have a question. If you could force someone to give you slaves for money, why wouldn't you just force them to give you slaves without money?
because they're not cruel.
Gunsky, this is how the author thing it went down. I have these shiny gold coins. You will take these coins and give me those people that you've captured, because they lost the war or they were just fucking, in the wrong place in the wrong time. And I will take them off your hands by force, mind you. Yes.
It was an accident. I tripped, fell, and landed on the slave trader. Johnny and Chet.
Well, didn't they also trade other things, other kinds of goods too? They didn't just buy them straight up with cash. Didn't they offer them like spices and shit like that?
Yeah,
And guns.
I like that we're on the first sentence of the second paragraph, and already we've gone from Africans did not sell their own people to Africans do not willingly sell their own people. So already the headline is wrong. Rather, historical accounts reveal that African royals engaged in trade, offering individuals whom they believed to be servants, fulfilling a term of service, with the expectation that they would be treated similarly to their status in Africa.
No, wrong. That is fucking wrong.
No, that they only sold the people because they thought it would be nice over there. They thought slavery was great.
Whatever.
The flaw in the prevailing thinking, particularly in the global north and mainstream culture, lies in the deliberate omission of this vital context. So for a span of, a few hundred years, word never got back to them that, hey, the slaves aren't having a fun time.
Yeah, go over to this land called America. You have all sorts of fun over there.
Going to America was like going to a water park, according to these people.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way: the as good as they have it now, send any of these black people that bitch about life here as being so bad and we're so racist. Go back to Africa and tell me how well you like it there.
I'm just getting a mental image now of a whole bunch of slaves going down water slides at a water park.
Yeah, it's like Vietnam in the South Park episode.
Aren't you ready for a good time? Aren't you ready for a summertime fun? We're going to America on a boat.
Okay, while acknowledging the existence of a form of servitude in ancient Africa, it is essential to distinguish it from the institution of chattel slavery witnessed in the West. In Africa, enslaved individuals, often prisoners of war, or those serving sentences for debt or crimes, were not subjected to perpetual bondage. Their servitude was constrained by a specific time frame, reflecting the cultural and traditional practices of diverse kingdoms and tribes across the
X.
continents.
Oh yeah, they
X.
were on vacation over there. What the fuck are you talking about?
The Africans were nice slaveholders, okay?
I
Yeah.
can guarantee
So-
you that the Africans were much worse, much nastier slaveholders than the Americans were.
Wait a minute. I'm going to bring up again the Dahomey because that's the most one I recently heard about. What I've done a little research on. The Dahomey. They had a celebration. You know what they did for that celebration? They just randomly killed 100 slaves, just randomly.
And-
Yeah,
100 for a celebration.
think about the position here. You have a slave that you bought versus a slave whose tribe you just took over. Who's going to get treated nicer? The piece of valued property or the person who you basically just bumfucked in front of everyone?
Yeah, so they were prisoners of war, so it's all right because first they wiped out their village, then they took him as a slave.
Well, this is
Wait a
also
minute,
why.
no, Frosty, you're doing it wrong. It's first. First, they took over burnt their village, and then raped them, and then enslaved them.
This is also why indentured servants were treated worse than slaves, because you paid money for slaves. You don't pay any term of service, and you do whatever the hell you're told. Whereas slaves, they at least had the ability to do stuff that, hey, look, I'm not going to sit in a master's house all day long. I get to go out and do stuff. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like cotton.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
which would you rather do? A life of like going outside, stuff like that, or never mind. Just never mind. The argument.
Neither.
Yeah.
Let's see. African societies governed slavery through 3 fundamental principles universally applied. But I thought they all had different ways of doing it, depending on where they were and all that.
I just love how all of a sudden Africa just one unified continent with no diversity of cultures or regional strife or shit like that. They were all one big happy family, like the Indian, the Native Americans, all
Right.
one big happy unified group.
It depends what's convenient, whether they're diverse or
Yeah.
monolithic. Firstly, it resulted from war, capturing prisoners from rival kingdoms or tribes. Secondly, it served as a form of punishment or repayment for debts. The third application was a consequence of criminal activity. In all cases, slaves retained certain rights, albeit subject to the authority of their masters.
Well, then they're not rights.
No, it was great,
Yeah.
Terry. Slavery in Africa was awesome. It was like summer camp. Notably,
I'm
No-
just thinking of like The Simpsons. What would a world without lawyers look like?
Everyone's holding hands.
Except superimpose that image over Africa, basically.
I thought Africa was like Wakanda.
Nope.
They lied to me.
Notably, varying statuses existed among slaves, with those serving royalty enjoying higher privileges and a superior quality of life compared to counterparts serving regular citizens. The prevailing understanding was that freedom would be granted upon the completion of a specified service period or the settlement of debts. In stark contrast to the brutality witnessed in Western slavery, African kingdoms did not subject their servants to dehumanizing treatment akin to chattel slavery. I think kind of being a slave itself is dehumanizing, but whatever.
I would think so too.
The inhumane...
Reality-
But not in Africa. Not in Africa.
Yeah.
Reality does not play a role in this article, Frosted.
The inhumane practices inflicted on fellow humans during that era demand restitution and reparations, a responsibility that lies with Europeans and Americans involved in these reprehensible acts.
Look, I'm in favor of reparations. I will pay for every slave I've ever held. I will pay like $100,000 per slave that I'm personally have ever owned.
No, Tari. I think you should pay $1 million for every slave you ever held.
You know what? I'll do it.
10
It
million.
means that much to me. I'll pay $1 million per slave that I've held.
I'll top that 10 million.
Careful, Terry.
and
I hear some DoorDash people have some claims.
Yeah.
I will match that, Tari. For your generosity, I will match that. I will pay
Excellent.
$1 million for every slave I've ever held.
I'll pay for every slave I ever held and any of my ancestors ever held.
Yeah, exactly.
In Africa, slavery was synonymous with short-term servitude, where individuals were recognized as human beings. They're making it sound like it's just a summer job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This stands in stark contrast to the
You
treatment.
get a slave for 3 months and then you can just leave.
Man, slavery sounds delightful.
I wish I were a slave.
This stands in stark
Oh
contrast.
man, why couldn't I have been a slave?
This stands in stark contrast to the treatment of slaves as mere chattel or animals in the Americas and Europe. African leaders had no way of foreseeing the appalling fate that awaited their people, as Europeans exploited their lack of awareness, manipulating them to participate in the slave trade.
Well, it's better than being dead in Africa.
So basically, they just Jedi mind tricked all the African leaders into trading slaves.
Wait a minute, you will give me these slaves for these shiny coins and guns and spices.
There's nothing
These-
to see here.
These are not the niggas you're looking for. And once again, over a period of like a few to several hundred years, word never got back to them that slavery, not so good. Okay, furthermore, Europeans fueled conflicts and instigated wars among tribes, coercing them to sell slaves under the threat of death. And again, as Terry said, if it's under threat of death, why would you pay them?
Yeah.
Leveraging their technological superiority and weaponry. It is our sincere hope that this clarification dispels the misguided belief that slavery in Africa was equivalent to chattel slavery in the United States and Europe. That wasn't what you set out to do based on your headline.
No.
We mourn.
You said that African leaders didn't sell themselves.
Yeah, your headline wasn't African slavery wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
We
But
mourn
it
the sub.
is interesting. They've gone from it didn't happen to they didn't do it willingly to they did, but they didn't understand.
Oh.
Look. I'm putting it like this. The goalposts have been moved so many times, I'm not even sure we're still fucking playing the game.
We mourn the suffering endured by our ancestors and remain steadfast in our pursuit of reparations for all African people.
Not gonna happen.
I would just like to say, as a result of this article, I suffer even to this very moment.
Yes, I'm a debt slave to my bank for the house loan that I got. So I'm a slave. So give me money.
You know, for you guys' next birthdays, I'm getting you tickets to be slaves in Africa.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey everyone, let's go be slaves in Africa. Hop in the van.
Now do it
Are
like
you
a
ready for a good time?
do it like Rodney Dangerfield. Hey everybody, we're gonna be slaves.
Yeah, to the tune of we're all gonna get laid.
Yeah.
Start playing Holiday Road in the background.
I found out long ago.
All right. Well,
We're
with the end of
all going to get enslaved. Yay!
with the end of the third article comes our final game, and that is Poe or No Gender Edition, where
Worst game ever.
where I'll give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up, and you have to figure out which one is made up.
Tell me that one of them is nigger gender.
Yeah.
He's not using my
It's
gender.
No, but our genders are related to the guest this week.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Oh, the tier gender.
All right, gender
Fried
A.
any gender?
A.
Fried chicken
A.
gender.
A's the
Oh.
answer.
Double
Melon
chalk
pork.
cookie gender.
Okay.
Xenogender connected to double chocolate chip cookies.
Frosted.
It's A.
As I listen to this, I look at my cup and realize that I'm not drinking anything strong enough to deal with this.
Gender B. Watermelon wolf gender.
There we go.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Food gender identity, in which one's gender is related to wolves and watermelons.
Is this
What
going
the-
to be a subtle dig at Tier that all of these are obesity based?
Look, I know I'm fat. Kiss my black ass.
But I just like that watermelon and wolves are just two things that naturally go together.
I guess so.
All right, and
Have you
gender
ever seen a wolf try to fuck a watermelon? It's not pretty.
Tell me
You-
it's AFC gender.
You joke, but I've seen fur affinity.
and gender C. Smile-a-dark.
Nah.
Gender
Oh.
identity related to creepy smiles that can be seen in the dark while the rest of the face is obscured.
I love that one.
I think I just found my gender. Smile dark.
All right, so I'll start a poll so the chat can get in on it, and don't forget one of the options as they're all real.
So would Wesley Snipes be Smile Dark?
Okay.
Excuse me, don't be talking about my gender, okay?
Steve
I'll
feels
confirm.
C is like the ultimate double bluff. It seems so obvious,
Oh,
but I
love
think
C.
I think it might be real on that basis.
I
No,
love
my reasoning is how much do I want it to be real? And so I've got to go with A because I really want B and C to be real.
Yes. I really smile dark confront. I've gentlemen, you're witnessing history. I found my gender. I'm
Okay.
Smile Dark.
If Smile Dark is real, that flag better be all fucking black with one big old white teeth smile right there in the middle.
It better be.
So Jack, which one are you going with?
Well, I already told you.
That-
It's A.
Oh, all right,
Double chocolate cookie.
all right. Moon.
I said C. I want C to be real, but I have a feeling it's fake.
Okay, Terry.
Feely. It seems almost obvious.
Much as it pains me to agree with Jack, I want the other two to be real, so I've got to go with A.
Okay. And Tier.
I'm going to go with all real.
All right. Let's see. Chat is going all real with C in second. Yeah.
Before I commit to an answer, what do you think, Frosted? What do you think the right answer is?
Yeah. And there's-
Braniel is not here to say.
Yeah. Give it a few more seconds.
I messaged Braniel right now earlier before the show, and I said, by the way, the corner's on tonight if you want to watch. He said, I'm too loopy for a show, and I said,
Yeah.
Shane, you'd fit right in.
What, is he sick too?
All right. And I think
I
I'll.
think all real is a quite commanding lead.
Yeah.
Oh, it always is, though. The audience always thinks they're all real.
All right. Well, I'll end it there. So
Smile.
chat went with
Come
all real.
on, all real.
All right. And the answer is
Come on, Smile Dark.
All real.
they're all real.
Oh,
Yeah!
damn. Just tell me they all have flags, too, though. See?
C
doesn't
better
count.
have a flag. C better have a flag, man.
He needs a flag.
Oh,
All
look
right.
at that white man in the background. Jonathan Frakes, you can barely see him.
Yeah.
All right. So let's look at the flags. Double chocolate cookie is very basic.
Lame.
But then we have watermelon wolf gender.
Oh, come on. Be good. Be good.
None of them are going to be good.
Lame.
And
Weak.
I could not find one for Smiley Dark, so I had to make
Aw.
one myself.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Tell me it's what I hope it is.
Well, of course it is.
So there's your gender flag tier.
Oh, I like that.
That's funny.
You should upload that to the wiki.
I have a feeling they wouldn't take it.
You scared your dog away.
Why?
Yeah, she's playing WoW and she has an idiot tank, so she's upset with him.
All right. And
How rude of Frosted to use a pick of tear as the flag.
Frosted, I
now-
gave you that picture in confidence. Why are you using it in public?
You know what would have been even funnier is if instead of Jonathan Frakes, you use like a picture of a black man smiling with a big old grin, just like nodding.
But yeah, I saw Smiley Dark and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely using this for tier.
The dark is fucking hilarious.
And I'm glad you did. I finally know what I am. My gender is Smiler Dark.
Smiling dark.
All right. So
I
now-
can finally come out. Thank you.
So now, speaking of which, for our final article, the case for communal showers.
Yo,
Oh Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying they should be the only option, but they should at least be an option.
Anthony Eichberger.
in other words, he wants to see other guys naked.
Ike Burger sounds like a
Why-
Nazi
why did I
fast
get
food
the
establishment.
feeling that it's gonna be gay?
The dreaded group shower. For many of us who are the oldest of millennials, as well as Gen Xers, baby boomers, and previous generations, it was a marker of adolescent terror. After physical education classes, the thought of having to strip down and get clean in a same-sex shower room sent shivers across our teenage spines. Not everyone's, of course. For example, student athletes would often become desensitized to communal nudity very quickly. Even us non-athletic kids could grow fond of undressing and showering in same-sex environments once we'd realized that some of our fears were irrational. For me, initially, my
No,
greatest...
Can you hear that? They're coming for this author.
Good.
For me, initially...
Moon, you got a picture?
Oh, I do. I'm just trying to. It's a very long link, so let me see if I can. Let me see if it'll actually fit in the chat first, though.
That's not the first time Moon said that.
Giggity.
Man, look at all the cops.
They really want you.
What'd you
There
do,
you
Terry?
go.
What the fuck?
That's our
This is
author.
stuff on
I think something must be on fire because there was like ambulances and fire engines as well.
I know it's a guy, but he had the face of a potato.
He's like a serial killer / surfer. All right.
Yeah.
Like a horrible looking Mr. Potato Head.
His nickname is Ikey.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
For me,
wait.
Oh.
Okay, this one's even better. Hold on a second.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ.
he's actually with a woman in this picture.
Moon, can I have a warning?
There you go. No warnings. Here you go. This is a man that just won a bunch of dolls out of a fucking claw machine.
Yeah.
So which one's him and which one's the girl?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Why is
I'm gonna murder somebody today.
Why is he pushing out a shit in that photo? All right.
He's gonna pay me when I get home. Yes.
For me, initially, my greatest underlying fear had been that I would get physically assaulted by other boys when completely naked in front of them. Somewhat absurdly, I also was afraid my clothes might get stolen by classmates while I was showering.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's not absurd, okay? I had my shoes taken once and put in a toilet.
You.
Oh my bad.
As time passed, I began to relish the camaraderie that many of us boys shared while showering together after gym class. Part of this
What?
was perhaps due to my closeted homosexuality.
Oh yeah, you're well and
You're
truly
gay?
deep in that closet.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
Wait a minute. He's gay? I didn't know that.
But even
He's
if I
gay. Sorry.
He's fabulous.
Ha,
but even
gay.
I always thought it was queer.
but even if I'd been heterosexual or bisexual, I suspect I may have felt similarly.
Yeah, maybe if you were bi.
So this guy loves the cock.
In Gunsky's
He
mouth.
loves it.
My yearning for genuine friendships, impeded largely by my autism,
Oh, there's the other piece of the puzzle.
and the
Yep.
second shoe drops.
So you're gay and an artist. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Converged with my passion for open sexual expression.
Hi,
Can
baby.
I just say, if you're autistic, you're probably not gay or bisexual. You're probably just autistic. Because how many times do you see like someone LARPing on the internet and it turns out they're autistic? That can't be a coincidence.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
people LARP as autists too.
It's,
Everybody
it's
thinks they have
fucking-
autism now.
Yeah, it's fucking ubiquitous though, because you get like the genuine autistic type of people on the internet, and for some reason they're always like they think they're fucking Sonic the Hedgehog or some
Yeah,
shit.
no. It's always something like, I know I'm autistic because I can concentrate really hard. It's like that makes them autistic in their mind.
By the mid-1990s, public schools, including mine, were regularly phasing out mandatory showers after phys ed, after phi ed. Frickin' idiot. It
Yeah,
depended
phi
on
ed.
your individual school district, of course, but I believe there were two main reasons for this. First, middle schools and high schools grew frightened that they would be subjected to an influx of ACLU lawsuits if they continued forcing students to strip naked in front of classmates. In addition, society's increased awareness of LGBT plus folks generated even more fear, anxiety, and discomfort in many heteronormative kids and their parents as far as using locker rooms. As I've written
So
about
why do teams shower? Wait, hold on, Frost. So why do people still shower after team sports and shit like that? If this guy makes no fucking sense. But then again, he's a gay artist, so.
As I've written about elsewhere, my ideal scenario would be to equip all school locker rooms with a combination of both communal showers and private shower stalls. Students could use either option based on modesty, comfort level, and availability. But for those of you who believe that gang showers should be rendered universally extinct from facilities, you're missing some meaningful context.
How else is this guy going to see naked men?
Naked man.
I like how he says, people were afraid of their kids showering with, gays. Meanwhile, he's a gay who really likes gang showers.
Yeah.
Right. There's
I don't think he likes gang shower. I just think he likes to look at the dicks. Like Gunsky.
Yes, that's the joke.
No matter how many times he dropped the soap, no one would take.
Yeah.
There's a difference between indiscriminately forcing every student to shower in front of classmates while totally nude, versus letting students take open room showers in a same-sex environment out of practical utility. Here are 4 considerations that many people fail to take into account when it comes to this issue. Harmony. Throughout much of my youth, I was a convenient target. Being autistic, effeminate, and unathletic is like a triple threat for social outcasts. And for other abused and traumatized school children, it could be a different combination of intersectional factors. But as I stated when reflecting upon one of the few physical fights I got into during my K through 12 years, it's a lot harder for boys to dehumanize one another when they have to stand next to their brethren completely naked after gym class on a daily basis. Is it any coincidence there's such intra-group male solidarity amongst members of sports teams or military units? Even amidst
That's not because they shower together.
No. Read the article. It is.
you're not really friends with someone unless you've showered together.
Terry,
Even-
I guess we're not friends because we've never showered together, and I'm glad for it.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Even amidst the prudishness and safetyism that have come to dominate 21st century institutions, student athletics and the armed forces are two venues where communal showering has remained a mainstay. As with any of these areas, I'm unable to speak to the experience of girls and women. Somebody of the opposite sex can take the lead in exploring the distinct impact of this topic on all female spaces. Hygiene.
Are they
This-
now? Are they really all female spaces nowadays? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's at least one or two dudes in there.
Now, it's just
just
women with...
mentioning hygiene. It's like, do they wash each other? Like, why would there be more hygiene with more people around you?
Yeah, can you get my back? Yeah.
Look, I dropped the soap. I want it in the butt. Come on now. Don't make me beg.
Oh, my taint is so dirty, but I can't reach it.
Maybe someone else on the team can help me. Someone big, strong like Jonathan. Jonathan, would you help me?
This one is
Watch out,
pretty...
Johnny. If you're still in chat, I think Tim might be into you.
This one is pretty clear-cut. Letting students take showers after sweat inducting physical exertion is good for both their bodies and souls. Souls? In middle school, my 7th and 8th grade years coincided with the point in time when our school district stopped requiring showers after Phi Ed classes. Stop calling it Phi Ed. During either of those academic years, my gym class fell during first hour, or fourth hour. Spending the rest of the day perspiring in street clothing felt icky. Not to
So
mention
can I just point out that neither the first nor the fourth hours are actually an hour long?
This seems to be arguing for showers, not communal showers.
Yes. And look,
Yeah.
I agree. You should have showers.
Hey, I've never been against showers, especially for some people.
I've been 4 hours before Froth was before shower, so you should vote for me.
The showers with no
Sorry.
water.
Yeah.
Wrong thing.
Not to mention how teachers and classmates obviously didn't appreciate the reeking of body odors when forced into classrooms with students who'd just emerged from their physical education sessions.
Can't you just do PE as the final class then? That way they don't... Like, if they don't want to shower in front of everyone, they can just go home?
No, they have to shower. They have to be naked together.
You have to shower in front. You can't go home until you shower in front of your friends.
An added bonus, communal gang-style showers are
Well,
much
we don't call it gang style.
are much easier for custodians to clean than individual shower stalls are. Yeah, but what are the custodians cleaning in this case?
Yeah.
Just ask any
Jesus.
janitor who has to clean up.
I'm here to clean the loads off the floor.
And then someone comes
you
in and
boys been very,
washes
very
down the
active.
loads. Just ask any janitor who has to clean up after people who leave behind messes in college dorm bathrooms or at fitness centers.
Leave behind messes makes it sound like they're taking a shit in the shower.
Did this guy do a poll of janitors? What? All right. Hijinks. Where do you draw the line between sexual harassment and fraternal horseplay? In an all-male locker room, there are gray areas.
Okay, all right, wait. All right, this is where you draw the line. When he inserts a finger in your ass, that's sexual harassment. If he hits you with a goddamn wet towel, that's horseplay. There you go.
In an all-male locker room, there are gray areas. If a guy is causing unsolicited physical harm to another guy, that's almost certainly going to fall into the categories of bullying, assault, or harassment. But on other occasions, it becomes a spontaneous bonding experience between dudes. Consensual play. In a reflection piece I wrote about one of my K-12 peers, Tyler, whose overtures of friendship I now regret failing to have reciprocated, I distinctly recall one time when, in our 6th grade locker room, I witnessed Tyler and our classmate Andy snapping towels at one another. Tyler was stark naked while Andy had on only swim trunks. Both of them were getting a kick out of their impromptu towel fight. I've never had a towel snapped at me, and yes, I realize that it stings
Lies.
and leaves a temporary red mark. However, as long as it doesn't result in a skin infection or harm my testicles,
Oh Lord.
I feel this is a rite of passage amongst boys that I'm forlorn I missed out on enduring. Why couldn't I have gotten whipped in the locker room?
Oh, so this ties into the slave articles we were reading about earlier.
No, he didn't say that.
So in other words, oh, he didn't say that. Okay.
I was just interpreting it. Other men and boys might have a completely different individual comfort level from mine, of course. That needs to be respected. But for dudes, the locker room is one of the few sanctuaries where we can act like mischievous rascals in a socially acceptable way. So guys can only be mischievous when they're naked.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Pay attention, Frosty. You're the one reading the article.
Yeah. Boys will be boys is bad, unless they're naked.
Then it's okay.
Yeah. Humans endure such frequent insecurity about our bodies. A combination of internal and external pressures creates this dynamic. Speaking from experience, it's liberating to strut completely naked through a locker room on our way to go shower, or on our way back to get dressed. As long as we define What?
No, I just made a sound.
As long as we define reasonable boundaries for preventing things from getting out of hand, I truly believe that boys can benefit when having this type of unifying island for our jovial fellowship. Humility. Again, I can't speak to girls' experiences, or how those interactions evolve in situations where adult women utilize all female spaces. When boys get to see one another's bodies au naturel from childhood up, through puberty and into adulthood, this helps to normalize a diversity of body types. Comparing our penis sizes becomes a less intimidating experience.
Why are you doing that at all?
Yes.
Because
and you all know that you lose the big Tyrone, so it's okay.
Because they have to become more comfortable with it. Otherwise, how will they make it in the real world?
How else would they look on it and go, that's a good looking penis. I may want to suck that.
Hey, nice dick, Bob. Similarly, whether a male person is circumcised or intact, the varying shapes and structures of penises won't be viewed through such a foreign lens.
Why is it? No one views. Look, I don't want to see other people's penis.
But you'll learn.
Like why? I don't want to learn to see other people's penises.
When you see that your good buddy is different from you, there won't be this compulsion to shame others for these sorts of differences. Although the male penis is...
Pause. Who is over here shaming? Like, who? When I call you a small dick wonder, I'm not literally saying that your dick. Well, I'm saying your dick is small, but that's not because of shame or anything. This author's a fucking retard.
No, Micah, I don't think he does.
So basically, if guys all just saw each other's penises, we'd have world peace.
When they say a pissing contest between world leaders, I don't think they actually mean to whip it out and get a ruler.
Although the male penis is perhaps the most provocative body part, observational exposure...
No, it is not.
goes beyond phallic aesthetics. Buttocks, torsos, pectorals, arms, and legs come in all shapes and sizes. Ditto for the
I'm
spectrum of...
starting to wonder about his sexuality.
Well, we already know he's gay. Ditto for the spectrum of eye colors, hair colors, and or skin colors, which you can only see when you're naked, apparently. Communal nudity between boys and men. Maybe rethink how you phrased that sentence.
How about, between males?
Forces us to see one another as equals, in a context where we are equally exposed and equally vulnerable. A multitude of factors may have an impact on body image and sexual expression, in addition to the standard human anatomy that people objectify and covet. Many individuals can face unique challenges affecting their physical endurance and mental wellness. Scars, cellulite, acne, prosthetics, surgical sutures. People of all backgrounds grapple with these stressors.
I just hope this guy will be very happy in Nambla.
Why, you think he looks like Marlon
I just
Brando?
hope this guy finds a communal shower with the gays.
I have a feeling that someday he'll end up in communal showers when he's in prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
In extreme cases, accommodations should be available for anyone who faces particularly intense self-consciousness. Certain individuals will have a harder time managing our self-image. In my own case, it's primarily due to my autism and my low income level. Obviously, as opposed
Okay,
to...
so now you're poor. You're gay. You're gay. You're a gay poor autist. Okay, I'm building a great picture here of
Yeah,
why
but
you're a
if-
fucking retard.
But if you only see his dick, you'll understand.
Yes.
Obviously, as opposed to 20 years ago, people now carry camera phones with them almost everywhere. Since that is a newer liability that didn't exist in previous decades, kids and adults need to be taught that severe consequences will arise from photographing an unclothed person against their will. They're
Unless-
We
unless
don't
it's
have
doing-
laws against that.
No. Unless it's to be put on TikTok, then it's okay.
What if it's just hijinks? There absolutely must be follow-through, so that such consequences won't come to be viewed as a toothless threat. Furthermore, in terms...
I'm just concerned when I hear toothless coming from this guy.
I don't get it.
No, it sounds like he's gay, trying to make sure he doesn't use his teeth.
No. Furthermore, in terms of pre-collegiate education, the well-being of students doesn't begin or end with whether or not they have to shower in front of classmates. A much lengthier conversation should be had on how we must restructure the way physical education is done in America altogether. But when people, including young people, are willing to shower or are ambivalent about it in communal spaces with access limited to people of the same sex, I don't see why it's unreasonable to provide that opportunity for them.
Again, dude, we're not all gay. You don't have
Just Moonshock. Just Moonshock.
Yeah.
Only on TV. Only on TV. What?
Tell guard Hitler not to talk to you.
Oh. Wasn't talking to you. Yes, Doug Talk is right. This guy only wants to shower with little boys. I agree.
Look,
okay,
you
wait.
know what?
Let's look at this comment. I love this story. It brought back erotic memories.
Oh, God.
jeez.
One of my favorite places to be is naked in front of other guys of all ages. What a surprising treat.
Uh-huh. For a guy named Donnie Queer. Got it.
And the author just said, "Thank you, Donnie."
Straight to jail. Right away. Right to jail.
Yeah.
No. What you do? You don't send them to a regular jail, because if they go to regular jail, it would be like kid in a candy store. You send them to a women's jail. No, they don't like pussies. Have it all around them. There you go.
Yeah.
No fucked in the ass for you.
There we go. You found out the way to.
But wouldn't he get the chance to have camaraderie with all the other men in the prison right before they stabbed him in the fucking gut?
Well,
That
that's
would be a friendly
Maybe
stabbing.
that's hijinks.
Yeah.
It's
There's
bonding.
normal hijinks between bonding males.
All right. Well, that's all I
Night,
have
my
for.
car.
Huh?
My car
My
said,
car said good night, chat. Good night, my
Oh.
car.
All right. Good night. So that's all I have for tonight. So I'll take a moment to shill my co-hosts and guest. Let's see. Jack has Quippers United on his channel Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and also sometimes on Fridays he plays games that aren't as good as Dino Rex with Terry on his channel.
This is true.
That's
Exactly.
correct.
Let's see. Moon has his Twitch channel linked in the description where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer. Let's see.
Frosted, real quick. I have an announcement to make.
You're going to play Super Seducer at long last.
No,
He's finally coming out the closet.
for the
Moon.
last
I support you.
silence, please. For the last 3 weeks, there has been a mass that has been growing in my left armpit, and my doctor is very concerned about it. And he also found a lump in my left breast. So Tuesday, I will be going in for an ultrasound and a mammogram. So we'll see what happens from there. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll know more after Tuesday's tests.
All right. Well, good luck
I
then.
hope it's nothing, my friend.
Yeah.
I
Remember,
don't want you to lose your other
you're not allowed to die.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Not,
Damn
not,
right.
not until we
wanted
finish torturing you.
I just wanted to make the announcement here first, so you guys all know.
You wanted to make the announcement here?
Of
Yeah.
all places. Hey, I could have said it at the beginning of the show.
As
No,
I've
but then you would have upstaged Frosted because his cancer is far more important.
as I've said before, screw cancer. Moon is my victim.
Yes,
Yeah.
Evolved. The left one is where the nipple is. That's the only one I have left.
Oh God!
You
No, they're gonna take
Bro.
your other nipple too.
Frosted screams up to the heavens, "I'm not finished with him!"
No, wait,
He's
you need
mine!
Russell Crowe. You need Russell Crowe to beat up Moon because he's got cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're all pulling for you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Terry is on. He's on Mr. Adams and Hammer's Minions Nights. He's on Six of Sober streams. He's on Quippers United. He's on Tears Midnight streams. He's on Johnny Hellcat streams. He's in your closet right now in case you decide to do a stream. All right. And Terry,
God.
Terry, is there any cancer you want to announce?
Yeah, so this dickhead that I know, Moonshock, I believe his name is apparently struggling with that. So, wish him well.
It's not a foregone conclusion yet. I'll know more after Tuesday.
Hopefully it's nothing.
Yes, that is what we're hoping.
Another nipple.
All right.
And I agree with you then. You've got to make it to at least 50.
Well, let me put it this way. They've said it could be anything from breast cancer to lymphoma, so it can be anything.
50 years in one day, we don't care, but you have to make it to 50.
Well, I have 38 days until I'm 50, so.
Well, that's the goal then.
When's your birthday, Mom?
My birthday is February 20th.
God, you're almost 50? God, you're an old
I will be
man.
50 in February, yes.
You're an old man, you fucking
You're officially an
faggot.
old fuck.
Old faggot. Thank you. Oh, thanks,
Jack,
Evolve. He's like,
Jack,
"Don't
you
try,
spoiled.
dude."
Jack, you spoiled what the cake is gonna say.
Happy birthday, faggot.
You're old, faggot.
Well, Evolve Potatoes, he's saying, otherwise we won't be able to say hi to Sun anymore.
All right, and Tier, anything you want to shill?
I have the midnight show, which will be starting in like
45.
40 minutes. And then I'm also on Mr. Adams' Means Night. God damn it.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't have to do a
also,
musical number.
It was my alarm, god damn it. I'm also on Rodden's channel when he does his stuff on Sundays around 11:55. And that's about it.
All right. Let's see. Well, we should be back next week, back on Friday, unless something comes up. So, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep,
So, we'll see you guys next week.
indeed.
Bye, guys.
Later, everybody.
Bye.